Samsung's upcoming Galaxy TriFold smartphone is shaping up to be one of the most talked about devices of the year, but not for the reasons many might expect. While tech fans around the world have been waiting eagerly for this futuristic triple folding phone, new leaks suggest that only a few lucky regions will actually get to buy it, according to trusted leaker Evan Blass. Samsung's Galaxy TriFold will launch exclusively in select markets, specifically South Korea, China, Singapore, Taiwan, and possibly the UAE, that's right, the United States, Europe, and most other regions won't be getting it anytime soon. This leak completely goes against an earlier report from CNN, which claimed that Samsung was considering a US release. However, looking at Samsung's past behavior, this move isn't surprising at all. The company tends to be very cautious when it comes to new and experimental designs. A recent example is the Galaxy Z Fold 6A, which was also released only in South Korea and China. It seems Samsung wants to test the waters before going global with such a complex and expensive product. And that's understandable. The TriFold represents a major leap in design and technology. Instead of folding once like the Z Fold series, this new phone will fold twice, allowing it to open into a much larger, tablet-like screen. But why such a limited release? There are a few reasons behind Samsung's decision. First, the company reportedly plans to manufacture only about 50,000 units of the TriFold. That's an incredibly small number compared to Samsung's usual flagship production. This indicates that the company doesn't expect massive demand, at least not yet. The hesitation also comes from uncertainty about whether people actually want this kind of device. The concept is exciting, but it's also untested in the mainstream market. Samsung has apparently had the TriFold ready for production for some time, but doubts about its commercial success kept it from launching earlier. Then there's the price. Rumors suggest that the Galaxy TriFold could cost around $3,000, which instantly limits its audience. Only a handful of people would be willing to spend that much money on a first-generation experimental phone. For many, the cost alone makes it out of reach. It's also important to remember that Samsung has learned from its past. The first Galaxy Fold, released back in 2019, had a rough start with display issues and durability concerns. The company knows that the TriFold's design, which involves two hinges, multiple flexible panels, and more moving parts, will be even more complex to engineer. Launching it only in select markets helps minimize risk while Samsung fine-tunes the experience. As for US customers, this means a longer wait before triple folding phones hit the shelves. Huawei, for example, already released a tri-folding smartphone, but it's not sold in the United States either. Given Samsung's careful approach, it could take another year or two before the TriFold becomes widely available. Still, the device represents one of Samsung's boldest experiments since the first foldable phone. It's expected to redefine what a smartphone can do by offering an expanded display that transforms into a tablet-sized screen, perfect for productivity and entertainment. The TriFold could be a game changer, just not one everyone will get to experience right away. Despite the disappointment, there's a silver lining. Limiting the initial launch may actually be a smart move. As Blass pointed out, Samsung's first-generation devices often come with teething issues. Early adopters may love new technology, but the first model of such an ambitious design could face hardware challenges and software optimizations that need refinement. So waiting for the second generation might actually be the smarter choice for most consumers. The Galaxy TriFold, which might also be called the Galaxy G Fold, Multifold 7, or something entirely new, is rumored to make its official debut at the APEC Summit next month. Interestingly, reports suggest that Samsung won't allow any hands-on testing. The device will be displayed under glass, hinting that the company wants to keep it tightly controlled until it's ready for sale later this year. In short, the Galaxy TriFold marks a bold new step in Samsung's foldable journey, but the company is clearly playing it safe. The limited launch markets, the small production batch, and the high price all signal that Samsung is testing the market before going all in. For most people, missing out on the first-generation TriFold may actually be a blessing in disguise. While it's exciting to see Samsung pushing boundaries, it's probably better to wait until the technology matures and until the price becomes more reasonable. One thing is certain, the TriFold will grab headlines worldwide when it's officially revealed, even if only a few countries get to experience it firsthand. This is the beginning of a new era for foldable devices, and Samsung is just getting started.